is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to Brent in Martinez, California. Hey, Brent, what's going on?
How you doing today, Tom?
I'm doing great, man. You having a good day out there?
I am, thank you. I was really just commenting on the fact that I am really enjoying the new format with you being there when the market's still open. You've assembled a great group of people. They're all great technicians. And I'm so glad that I first caught you on the radio with your little tiger growl. I'm like, who is this guy? And it got my attention, and it's really made a positive change in my life.
You're awesome, man. Thank you so much.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great week, folks. Manifest your true intentions. Be impeccable with your word. Regardless of what language you speak, your intent will manifest through the word. What you dream, what you feel, and what you really are will be manifested through what you say each and every day. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials at a new all-time high. What else is new? Every day, new high. Up 116 bucks, 21,500 flat. NASDAQ up 72, 62.23. S&P's up 16, 24.47. Gold contract trading down 10 bucks at 12.46 an ounce. Silver's down to 20 cents, $16.46 an ounce. Platinum is off 5 bucks, 9.24 an ounce. Copper up 2.5 pennies at 2.58 a pound. Light sweet crude down 60 cents, $44.14 a barrel. Notes, 10-year note down 8 ticks, 126.21. 30-year bond down 7 ticks, 156.21. Now, both of them continue last week, higher with volume, back down this morning, this afternoon with light volume. They still want higher price, lower yield. King dollar up 404 ticks, trading at 97.270. The euro is at 111 to the U.S. dollar. The yen is trading at 111.5 to the U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Okay, so we right now are testing the highs, and the highs that we're testing out here, folks, bring you all the way back to the high that was generated out here on the 9th, which is 24.46. You're at 24.48.94 right now. We've got to 24.53, and we'll see if that baby can, in fact, close above this 24.46. We go take a look at the futures inside the S&Ps. We're just looking at the futures right now. The futures are actually testing all of the highs that were generated from June 2nd. That was 24.39. Oh, 1 second. ES, sorry, 1 second. There we go. Got to bring it. Okay, the futures are testing all of the highs out here. The first one being the June 2nd one, which is 24.37. We got to 24.50. The largest one, which was the high on the 9th, which is 24.43, as well as the test of that, which is 24.43.25. On the 9th, we went to 24.43.50. When we did that test on the 14th, it was a 0.25% underneath that. So that's the number to keep your eye on out here today. The composite, NASDAQ composite. We take a look at the composite out here. Composite come up, tested the two separate areas. The last one was the test of the downdraft. That was 62.37. We hit 62.43. Right now you're at 62.23. You take a look at the 14th out here, and what you're going to have out here is that volume-wise. So on the 14th of June, we did 1.9 billion. Bottom line, looks like we're going to do that 1.9 billion. So if that's the case, bottom line, yeah, you do have a test, but that test would be on higher volume. And then the way that's set up is that you're just actually going against the downdraft of the 9th. Now, that was a monster downdraft. No two ways about that. We're going to take a look at the NDX 100. You use the 3 Qs inside the NDX. What you're going to see in the NDX is this. Now, the NDX tried to get up into the 14th. The high of the 14th is 140.93. We did 140.59. Right now, you're at 140.13. Bottom line, you get a contraction of volume in a big way. We're going into 60 million. You have 26 million right now, and we'll see how this baby shakes into the close. There's no doubt that these NDX stocks, when you look at Apple, happens to be one of the leaders out here today. It's up $3.70 inside the NDX 100. The actual strength is NetTease is up 4.7%. JD.com is up 4.3%. Biogen is up 3.8%. We go over to the bond market. We take a look at the bond market. Bonds, they still want higher price. It's you got a pullback out here today. You're trading down 10.6, but yeah, there's no juice behind it. We had 900 and just call it a million. Well, actually, no, it's 929,000 contracts trading against 2.4 million. The low of there is the 126.10. You're at 126.14 right now. You know, we'll see whether that gets tested tomorrow. But bottom line, you have 2 separate ABC structures on the way up inside the notes as well as the bonds. You get one ABC structure inside another, and when that happens, your probability gets much higher that you're going to fulfill your ABC price projection. And in this particular case, the price projection on the 10-year is the 128.20. The 30-year is 159.30. And right now, the 30-year is at 155.13. King dollar. What do we have with King dollar? King dollar couldn't handle price last week. We'll see whether it can handle it this week. You back up to the highs of last week. This is where we gave it up. King dollar, what King dollar did do last week is that on the Fed Wednesday, it rejected lower price. It went down to 96.020. Now, it had volume down there. So the bottom line is that thing, baby, wanted to get retested. That being said, rejected it. It goes higher, gets up to 97.260 on Thursday, gives it up again on Friday. We're going into that area. We'll see if I can hold that area coming into the close. Because what you do have here is that the number you want to keep your eye on out here is going to be, I believe that I'm going to put this back. I got to put this back on the DX. I'm putting this back on the last contract just so I can see and confirm the volume day I'm looking at on the downdraft. So when you switch contracts, okay, so it's the 18th. We want to keep your eye on the 18th. So DXU7, the 18th out here, 97.130. So right now you're over 97.130. So that does set up. That guess what? We'll see whether it can. First off, make it up to the swing point that was out there on the 30th, which is 97.480. Right now, you're at 97.280. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow Industrials right now are up 116. Nasdaq's up 73. S&Ps are up 16.5. We're going to be right back.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Until recently, it was almost impossible for the average investor to hedge against currency risk in Europe or Japan. For a bold trade on Europe or Japan that protects against moves in currency, trade HEGE or HEGJ, 2 times currency hedged leveraged ETFs from Direction Investments. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. 877-927-6648. Dow right now is up $1.25. You get the Nasdaq up 75. S&Ps are up 17. We go over to some of these high-flying tech stocks. We'll start with the king out here, which is Amazon. Amazon, folks, you talk about some wide price spread out here today. This is going to be kind of intriguing. Watch Amazon shake out. So Amazon tested its high today, the high being 1,016.50. Got up over it and just sold off all day. We've gone from 1,017 to 990. So this is going to be really intriguing watching how Amazon is going to come out here and trade the next couple of days, because Amazon does have that high volume low that was established out here a week ago Friday at 927. Now that being said, if you want to see how Amazon has wrecked the food business, folks, pretty amazing. Kruger, first had its own troubles. Kruger had gapped down last week from $30 to $24. And then what ends up happening, Amazon comes out with, they want to take over Whole Foods. Then that gaps down to the price point of $20. Right now you're at $22.63. And if you want to see a statistic, this is quite a statistic. So listen to this. Kruger, which was already in trouble last week, and then Amazon said it would buy Whole Foods. The biggest U.S. supermarket chain lost more than $7 billion in market cap Thursday and Friday. Listen to this stat, folks. That is the largest 2-day loss for any company. Oh, no, largest 2-day, for this company since December of 1999. The 19% plummet on Thursday was thanks to a lousy earnings report. The 9% drop the next day was courtesy of Amazon announcement that it was going to buy Whole Foods. Amazon inside that sector is kind of taking it apart, folks. Costco had closed last week before the announcement at $181. You're at $164 today. Still has volume on that move. Target, we take a look at Target out here. Target's been in trouble anyway. Target, you're at $51.67. That had closed at 55, so another 9% down. Bottom line is that it looks like this is pretty intense, man. So Target is going for the low. Yeah, it's going for the highs of the lows of 2008. That's what it looks like. The high of a low is 2008. It looks like it's $42. and last week we hit 48.56. Bottom line, you can see that whole business, Walmart. Let's go to Walmart. So will be intriguing. Walmart also took the hit. That went from 79 down to 74. Actually went down to 73. It's at 74 right now. And we'll see if someone else, WFM, let's go over to Whole Foods for a second. So they're offering, yeah, it's laying right there at 43. They're offering $42, and that's a cash deal. So bottom line is that, guess what, folks? If you got Whole Foods, sell it. Take it right now. Why not? The market, you could make the speculation that is the market looking that it will get another bid inside the, in order to stop Amazon. Well, we'll see. I suspect. Hey, we'll see. But that bid, I take it as quick as a little bunny here. Let's take a look at some of the higher volume stocks in this market out here today. And today, by the way, will be a low volume market. You have Bank of America is up 47 cents. You get Snap up 33 cents. Apple's the mover. That's up 3.90. AK Steel's up 25 cents. You got United States Steel up 56 cents. Now, what's going to be really intriguing here is that the headlines, folks, inside the steel business. So watch this. This is pretty wild. Let's see. Where does it say this? Okay, let me bring up U.S. Steel, but I want to show you something here. That this is, okay. Well, the bottom line is the administration's supposed to come out with a big announcement about the steel business, right? So check this out. Don't buy steels, folks. Okay, I want to show you something here. So U.S. Steel has just gone from a price point of 41 down to $20, right? Now watch this. The night of the election, actually just prior to the election, that's when the steels actually took off. Okay, so we bring this up. You're going to see U.S. Steel is trading $20 night of the election. It goes from $20, goes all the way up to 41. Tops out in February at 41. Guess what? It's come down viciously. So from the highs, it's already come down 50%. You're at $20. They got an announcement today that bottom line is supposed to be a big announcement. Guess what? U.S. Steel got to a price point of $21.27. You're $20.73. This baby looks to be building another ABC structure on the way down. AKS. We take a look at AKS. What do you have with AK Steel? Same type of setup. AKS is trading at $6.23. If you take a look at this one, exact same type of setup. Stock started at $5.62 on election night, gets all the way up to $11.39, pulls all the way back down to $5.30. That's pretty wild. Actually got underneath it, and now you're building cars to get to lower price. So whatever announcement's going to be made, folks, it is not going to do anything for those steel companies except make them lower. We take a look at some of the oil stocks out here. Let's go to ExxonMobil because oil has not been able to catch a bid, folks. Exxon, has been basing out for quite a while. We're down from a price point of $90. You're at 82. It's trying to get up and over this 83, 87, but every time it gets up there, bottom line, it gives it up. It had a good day on Friday. Friday, it looked like, hey, that might be able to make it. Made it 83.54, but it's 83.87 where there's a seller that's just laying there. And today, guess what? Gave it up again. We'll see whether it's going to pull back to the lower end of its consolidation, which is, down at 79, which each and every time that it gets down there, it actually gets weaker. Chevron has done the exact same type of setup, meaning pulls back 94 cents. Both of them look pretty good and actually look like that they could break topside last week after their day on Friday. We go into the oil market, and what you're going to see, and this is where bottom line is that oil just can't handle higher price. This contract here, the August contract, is busting out its lows. We're at $44.38. That busted the low of the 5th. And if we take a look at this, what you're going to see is that this good old oil contract is in big trouble. We'll more than likely, we busted the last swing low, which is a big one, by the way, which is 44.76. Now you get game at the 42.20 as well as the 39.19. You know, so what you have here, you know, we'll see whether that bottom holds. And, you know, it has some good support at that level because there was so much strength on the week of April 22nd. That's when oil went from 37 to 44 bucks. That's big strength. Now, if we break through that, oh man, get out of the way. Unleaded gas, we're going to have very inexpensive unleaded gas all summer long, folks. Bottom line, unleaded gasoline market right now is trading at $1.44 unleaded wholesale gas. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back. Dow Industrials right now up $1.25. Nasdaq's up 75. S&Ps are up 16. We're going to be right back.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now up 127. You get the Nasdaq up 76. S&Ps are up 17.5. If we do go look inside the Dow, movers inside the Dow putting positive points inside it is that you have Apple's number one. That's putting 33 positive points into the 127. You get Goldman Sachs is putting 33 in. Apple's putting 25 in. Boeing's putting 17. Home Depot 14. JP Morgan 13. Taken away from it, you get Travelers bringing 7 negative points. Chevron 6. IBM 5. ExxonMobil 5, Johnson & Johnson 3. If we do go over to the, let's go over to the lead of Goldman, because this is going to get really interesting watching how this comes into the close. The reason being is that Goldman is testing its highs of this consolidation it's been in. So Goldman was one of the first financials that topped out. And that topped out March 1st at 255.15. Right now at 226. Now, what Goldman has done, folks, is this. It came down hard. First leg down, took it to 220, went sideways, did another leg for 213, did a counter trend bounce up to right where we are, meaning 229, 230. The first counter trend bounce came on April 25th. What does it do? Gets trashed again to 209. Now, Goldman first was a confirmed ABC structure down. Then it was a complex one. And the difference is between a confirmed and a complex goes like this. A confirmed ABC down or up is you take your B point out, you take it out with volume. You have your price projection. It turns into a complex one when it jumps on the other side of the B point again. In this case, it went higher. And as long as the volume still contracts, you still have an ABC structure on the way down. In Goldman's case, it never got as high as the C point. It croaked again with volume. This is the third time now. So this is going to be really interesting watching this shake out. So you have the highs that were generated last week, which is 226.94. You know, we've already got to 227.04. You're not going to have the volume. Unless someone comes in and buys 2 million shares at the, no, let's say 1.6 million, 1.4 million at the close, which would be, we only did 2.2. It won't have the volume. The real question is going to be, will it stay at this price up here? It actually needs higher price, but if it closed right where we are, 226.65, that'd be saying it's going to go for the high again. The high that it already went for and has failed thus far is the 226.94, which is 30 cents, approximately 30 cents higher than we are. It went to 227.04, pulled back underneath it, and we'll see whether it can stay up at that level. Because that would be your first benchmark, because that's the swing point. The real place where Goldman's having a huge problem is where it broke down from, once again, on the 24th of April. That's where we had 6.3 million shares, and that's where that seller is laying out. So we'll see how we come into the close. If we go into the XLF, you're going to see it's the same correlation. It's teetering on basically testing number one and rejecting higher price with lower volume. So on the XLF, we got to $24.59. The number to keep your eye is $24.55. Your volume, it's not going to make, same deal. You know, you need 117 million shares, and you get all of 44. So how we come into that close is going to be crucial inside the XLF. We go to the JP Morgan Chase. We take a look at JP Morgan. JP Morgan has overtaken its swing point. That swing point being 87.85. We're at 88.11. Berkshire, BRK, this is the largest weighting structure inside, and Berkshire's having a hard time. Berkshire's up 81 cents. That's trying to overtake its swing point, which is 171.82. You got to 171.95 right now. That would have needed 3.1 million shares. Right now you have 1.9 million, and you're below that number. So we'll see where this whole thing shakes out as we do come into the close. Volume-wise out here, Monday in the summer, you're going to have a light volume. We've done, that's interesting. See, that was the wrong number this morning. Yeah, we're going to have light volume. You've done this 487 million right now. That's going to say, man, that's going to be really light. That's going to bring you in around 550, 600. That, if we only do 550 or 600 inside the NYSE, that's going to be really strange, folks. I can see light volume on a Monday, but that's really light volume. On the NASDAQ Composite, you're at 1.5 billion right now. That'll do about 1.8. And if we do look at the composite at that 1.8 billion, that is not going to be enough, because the number we're dealing with right now, I believe, is 1.95. 1.95 is what we're looking at is June 14th. Yeah, it's 1.944. That's the number to look at, because that's what we're testing right now. We're testing that whole area. Microsoft. Let's go to Microsoft. So Microsoft this morning, yeah, still doing it. Okay, so Microsoft was having a hard time staying at higher price. Now, this was testing the 14th, June 14th. That's $71.10. We made $70.94. You have 15 million shares going into 25 million. So Microsoft still in the larger range, though. Anything over $69.71 keeps you in that larger range. Let's go to the TLT, the bond market. So the TLT, this is pretty amazing, actually. This is still staying at highs, which makes sense because the bond market is, bottom line, this is the 20-year Treasury Plus ETF. The way this has been trading, just as bonds have been trading, this actually blew away a swing point last week. So let me look at this one. It's another small ABC up. So the larger one, actually put this on a weekly. And on the weekly, you're pushing with volume. What is that? 44 million, 46 million. Okay, so you took that. Oh, this could get interesting. So that's 116.50. 125, so you figure in $8.50 approximately, which would get you 127, 128. Oh, it's interesting. We're close. So you're at 126.21. That is a confirmed ABC structure on the way up. That's approximately 128. That's what that baby's looking at. Let's go over to the IBB. The IBB, of course, is the NASDAQ Biotech Index. That's up $7.30. This has been a consolidation for quite a while, and you can see there was that last week. Last week on the 15th. Bottom line is that rejected lower price. It had some volume in it as it was actually pushing that swing point. Now you're trying to get to the price point of. This is interesting. So we had the downdraft here inside the IBB was on the 21st of March. We went from 298 to 288. You had 2.5 million shares. You're going up with 860, but yet you're over that. So if you stay over that, guess what? That IBB is going to go up and go after 303.74, which is the highs out here. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow Industrials right now up 132. NASDAQ is up 81. S&Ps are up 18. We're going to be right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
With over $56 million in cash and over $66 million in working capital, Great Panther Silver is positioned as a company with a solid foundation and poised for growth. While completely unhedged to the price of silver, Great Panther retains 100% ownership in 2 producing mines in Mexico, which is the top silver-producing country in the world, along with future potential production in Peru. Great Panther is highly leveraged to the price of silver, and after a great year of performance in 2016, Great Panther Silver has a strong outlook for 2017 as well. With good liquidity in trading and strong fundamentals on the balance sheet, while remaining completely unhedged to the price price of gold and silver, now is a perfect time to take a closer look at this equity. If you'd like to find out more about Great Panther Silver, then go to greatpanther.com or check them out on the NYSE market, symbol GPL, or the TSX, symbol GPR. The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN and you'll find the Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. The Dow's up 130. You get the Nasdaq up 83. S&Ps are up 17. And if we take a look and go into the composite, it looks like this composite is going to be right at the highs. We're the number 62.37. You're at 62.34, 42 right now. The Qs, we take a look at those Qs. They're going to be right at the high also. And that sets up that more than likely you're going to see these Qs reach for that high that was generated out here on the 14th last week, which is 140.93. We're at 140.38. The high for the day is 140.59. This thing just doesn't want to give it up. Volume weak, yeah, but bottom line, that price is there and it doesn't want to give it up. Now, small caps, a little different ball game. The high of the small caps, the IWM this is 142.90. This baby back down last week, even on Friday, got down to the 139. Right now, it's having a hard time staying at this 140, 180 area. We got to 140, 158. You're at 140, 117. Yeah, you know, we'll see. You close on this 140, 146. Doesn't have the volume here. That'd be saying that it's going to have a tough time holding price. Yeah. That being said, though, guess what? I just realized. Okay, so the IWM, folks, has a high volume doji up here. They're going to get tested. That likes to get tested. So that high is game to get tested. That's the June 9th doji. It traded to 142.90, closed at 140.161, then managed to get down to the 139. It's going to be interesting here watching this whole week shake out, because what we do have this week is this. You don't have window dressing going on. You get summer trading going on Monday and Friday, and we don't have earnings. So the real question is going to be, it looks like price is going to be driving this market, because we certainly have price out here today. We go take a look at the GDX inside the gold market. GDX needs a bid. It's down 10 cents right now, has the light volume. Hasn't made its lowest swing point, but bottom line, GDX has to get back inside $22.09. XAU, the HUI, same type of setup inside both of those. They got to get the XAU's trading 79.61. That has to get back inside 80.77. Gold Bugs Index, that's trading. That's interesting. That's trading up. So that's traded up 18 cents. We're at 186.35. That has to get back inside 188.54. The GLD, that pulled back today a buck. You're at 118.34. You're coming back with a lot of volume, a lot less volume, but bottom line now it's got to catch a bid. The GLD has just gone from 123.31 down into this 118. area. The volume out here is going to be shot, but it looks to me that it's going to hold price. So we take a look at the SPY. SPY out here, we have 244.56, and your highs that it's trying to get is 245.01, and the composite. Let's just go take a look at Apple, which is Apple. Yeah, so Apple's still way off its highs. Apple's putting big juice into the indices out here today, but Apple's $10 off its high. You're at 146.35. You're coming into the downdraft of 31 million and doing 25. That's saying Apple will go after this 147.50 though, because it's not giving up on price just yet. Microsoft seems to be about the only one thus far that's given up on price at all. Inside the commodity markets out here, what we had is that you had natural gas got hit today. It was down 4.6%. Crude is down 1.2. You had silver down 1.2. Gold was down 0.8%. Hogs were up. They were up almost 3%. Copper's up 1%. Wheat up 0.3%. And if we go over to good old King Dollar, up 400 ticks, 409 ticks. You're at 97,275. So King Dollar will go for this 97,480. 97,480 was the high of the 30th. And bottom line, King Dollar can get up to ICE. ICE on King Dollar is 98,410. So that would be the first true counter trend bounce that King Dollar has done in 6 months, if in fact it can do that. Last week it looked like it had a shot of doing it, and then what you had on Friday, it gave it up, and it gave it up in spades. It gave it up pretty quickly too on the way down. The financials, the XLF, they've been trying to get up and over those levels. Now the financials look like they're going to fail out here today. The financials right now are at the 24.52, and it's subtle, but bottom line is that you close in at 24.55 and you get a failure, because we only get 45 million shares going against 94 million shares, as well as 192 million shares. That is one big number, man. That is a monster number. Dow right now is up 132. NASDAQ is up 84. S&Ps are up 18. Percentage-wise, what we got out here, you get the Dow up 0.6%. S&Ps up 0.7. NASDAQ is the mover, up 1.38%. You stay right there, folks, because we're going to be coming back with some numbers for you. The volume and the NYSE, it's going to be short volume out here. You're at 523 million, so you're going to have this test on absolutely anemic. Sorry about that. That's funny. You're going to have a test out here on anemic volume. Some of the higher volume stocks in this low volume market out here. Advanced Micro, we'll go over to the semis. We got to go over the semis. Advanced Micro is up 46 cents. Micron Tech is up 132. Let's go over to the SMHs right now. So the SMHs are up $1.42. You're down from $89.71. You're trying to test the 86.40 level. Let's go see what's NVDA. NVIDIA. So NVIDIA is up 532. You got Intel. It's up 25 cents. Nothing big there. So Qualcomm. Let's see. Qualcomm Applied Materials. Q. Weighting structure-wise, that's what we're looking at. So Qualcomm is up 80 cents. This has been a consolidation since the downdraft of the January 23rd level. This thing got killed. It was trading at $67, goes down to 53. Now you're at 57. But yet, that still wants to go test its other high at 59. So what you do have going is that these equities, bottom line, are pushing. They're pushing with tremendously lighter volume, but they're pushing coming right into the close. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow Industrials right now up 135. NASDAQ is up 89. S&Ps are up 19. Right back, folks.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now up 140. You get the NASDAQ up 90. S&Ps are almost up 20. Percentage-wise, it's crawling. You get the NASDAQ up 1.47%. S&Ps up 0.7. The Dow up 0.6. And if we go take a look at that Dow, so this is another leg. This is you talk about getting away from where the consolidation was. So your consolidation, that we had been since March 1st, folks, is 21,169. You're almost 350 points above that right now. We take that, you put that on a couple year. Yeah, you're getting away from that thing. That's for sure. The composite now also had got away from how it consolidated until a week ago Friday, and then that thing, came barreling back down into not the consolidation, but the top of it after it broke out from this consolidation, and now it's going right back after the top again. Right now, it looks like it's going to close over the highs of Friday of last week, and if we close the 62.39 where we are right now. Bottom line is that it only has to get over that 37, which is over right now. and then that'll put game on once again for these highs. So this is going to be one heck of a week once again. That's what it looks like out here. If we go to Google, we take a look at Google. Google's up $17. Amazon, they were selling off all day. Amazon reached a new high. They did sell it off. Amazon went from 1,017 down to, it's trading $9.94 right now. Facebook, that went to 153 out here today. You're at 152.65 right now. Microsoft is out of those five. Microsoft's the weakest one at this point. It's up 78 cents. They're trading $70.77. That is off the high of big deal, $3 higher, 72.89. You take a look at the Qs. The Qs out here also are going to close at a high price. They're not going to back off. That's saying that the Qs now will go after 140.93. Right now you're at 140.47. The 140.93, folks, is the high of the 14th. That's where, that was Wednesday. Bottom line, the market got to higher price. After the Fed meeting, sold down the following day, and then went sideways on last Friday. Bottom line is that what you're going to have out here, it's pretty amazing, because the XLE is definitely not helping the market right here. That's at lower price. The XLF is trying to get the sector going, but the XLF also looks like it's going to fail on price and on volume out here as we come into the close. It's going to be a close call, but it looks like it's going to. We go back over to the leader inside the Dow Industrials, which is Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs, it's going to be a close call also, because 226.94 is the number. Right now, Goldman would also be failing on price and volume. Really subtle, because Goldman is staying right at the top of the trend of this consolidation, which is that 226.94. We hit 227.04 today. Sold off slightly from that point. A lot lighter volume, but that's a failure on price and a failure on volume. JP Morgan made it. Bank of America, let's see what Bank of America did. BAC. Bank of America didn't make it. Wells Fargo didn't make it also. Wells Fargo up 34 cents. Wells Fargo would have to get up and over 54.69 with more than 17 million shares. Not going to make it. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming back with some more numbers. Dow Industrials right now closed, they're going to close up somewhere about 134 points. NASDAQ up 85. S&P's up 18.5. We're going to break back.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, oil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.
The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to Nick in Tampa. Hey, Nick, what's going on?
Tom O'Brien, it is an absolute pleasure.
Thanks so much, man. We appreciate you calling.
No problem. Dude, I've been listening to your show for about 2 years now, and it has just been wonderful. I listen to you, Basil, Andy. You guys do an amazing job.
Well, thank you so much. We appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom. Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. Sorry about that. We go 5 hours. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Always do your best, but don't overdo. Practice makes the master. By doing your best over and over, you can master the art of transformation. By doing your best, the habit of misusing your word, taking things personally, and making assumptions will become weaker and less frequent with time. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We're at all-time highs. Market just don't stop. Dow Industrials up 144, NASDAQ up 87, S&P's up 18, gold contract down $10.10 at $1,246 an ounce. Silver down 20 cents, $16.46 an ounce. Copper up 2.5 pennies at $2.58 a pound. Light sweet crude down 59 cents, trading at $44.15 a barrel. Bottom line, oil wants lower price, gasoline wants lower price. Coming into the summer, folks, it looks like we're going to have very inexpensive gasoline, so our driving habits will be driving. 10-year note down 8 ticks, 126.21. 30-year bond off 7 ticks, 156.21. Now, both notes and bonds, bottom line, they pull back dramatically lighter volume. You're talking about 1 million contracts versus 2.4 million on the 10-year, which is going into. They're both confirmed ABC structures on the way up. The Fed goes up on short-term interest rates last week. Bottom line, they look like they're going to go up once again before the end of the year, which is, we got another 6 months. But bottom line, market-wise, though, guess what? The 10 is still at 2.18. And 2.12 has been the low for the last 6 months. Last year, of course, it's down at 1.38, 1.35. We're right in about the middle for the last year. We're at 2.18. The ABC structure, if in fact that whole projection takes place, is going to get the 10-year under 2%. King dollar up 364 ticks, trading at 97.230. Bottom line, King dollar got a bounce going out there today. Volume's light, but did get a bounce going. Euro's trading at 111.5 to the U.S. dollar. The yen is at that's interesting. They're both the same price. Look at that. 111.5 also. 111.55, 111.50 to the U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at it. What do you have? You're at a new high, closes at a new high, does all the above. We are at 2452.67. It overtakes the intraday high of the 9th, which was 2446.20. That's saying, guess what? You get higher price, you can go higher. Dow Industrials, that has just taken off each and every day. And this leg today is quite a leg, actually. 144 bucks. It's only like 0.6%. But what you do have, because we're much larger numbers now, but what you do have out here is that you're getting away in a big way of the consolidation, because the consolidation that this had been in as it took off on the 8th of June, the top of that consolidation was 21,169. And you can see, bottom line, you're a good 269, you're 350 points higher than that. Inside the Dow Industrials today, the strength that was inside the Dow that was putting the points into it, you had Goldman Sachs was the leader. Goldman was putting 29 points into it, positive points. Apple was putting 27. Boeing was putting 18. Home Depot is putting 14. JP Morgan is putting 12. Taken away from it, Travelers was taking 8 negative points, putting 8 negative points into it. Chevron 6, Exxon 4, IBM 3. Bottom line, you can see the positive overtook the negative in a huge way. Inside the NDX 100, now NDX 100 up 90 bucks, 57.72. This is into the last Wednesday where the Fed met. The high there was 57.74. We made 57.76. It's closing at 57.72, but I expect that's going to go right after those highs again, highs of the 14th tomorrow. NDX 100, what do you have with the NDX, the Qs? Let me take a look at the Qs. That closed at a high, $140.46. That's going after the $140.93, which was generated out here in the 14th. Now, anemic volume, bottom line, you're doing 36 million shares. You're going into 60 as well as 109. We'll see how the Qs handle the 140.93 tomorrow. Gold contract needs a bid, big time. Gold contract comes down $10.30, trading at 12.46. Your sign of strength from the 17th is 12.40 even on this contract. I expect you're going to go after it. We did 170,000 contracts. Now that's light contract volume as you're pulling back. Bottom line though, it's got a whole price now. And if we do get into, let's see, so the 1240 is the number. That's the number you want to keep your eye on. That's where the strength came in. And if we do go over and we take a look at the GLD, so you can look at the volume characteristics inside here, what you're going to see is that you pull back today with 6 million shares. Bottom line, you're going into 13.9. So the GLD as well as the contract is pulling back with light volume, but the 1240, if that breaks, you're going to go to the lowest swing point. The oil contract, let's go take a look at oil out here. Oil is also having a tough time holding price, period. That was down 1.3% today. Trading $44.33. This is broken out its bottom. So oil, folks, the low that it was going after was the low from May 5th. That was $44.45. You broke it today. 598,000 contracts. You take a look at this, that is saying that oil is going to go after the lower end of this consolidation that it's been in. And this is going to be quite a move here. So we're at 44.13. Next swing low is 42.20 to under 40. More than likely, you're going to see this trying to test the swing low of the week of August 5th of last year, which is 39.19. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Yeah, we'll talk about natural gas. Natural gas is under $3. Took a big hit. We're going to be right back, folks.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. Now, let's go take a look at the world of the NDX 100, the strength versus the weakness inside the NDX 100 out here today. You had NetEase was up 5.3%. Micron Tech was up 4.4%. JD.com was up 4.1%. Weakness inside the NDX 100, Costco was down an additional 1.6%. You had Mattel off 1.4%. QVC was off 0.6%, and Ulta Salon was down 0.6%, which is nothing for Ulta. Ulta Salon, bottom line, this is off a high of 310, but this has been one high flying equity. You pull this back, it's pretty amazing. Talk about high profit margins. It's pretty amazing. You pull this back to this is like a 15 bag of, meaning 50 up 1,500% since in the last 7 years. Started at $21. Let me just see what this IPO'd at actually. So this IPO'd. Oh, look at no public offering. Why isn't that? That doesn't make sense. I wonder if this was a. And now they can pull these right up and get the public offering right off it. I'm not quite sure. They must have backed into a public offering then. They might have done a reverse public offering. Interesting. Inside the XLF, let's go take a look at the XLF, because the XLF bottom line was trying to get up into and get over the swing point. Subtle, but it failed. You know, we're failed by all of a penny. So I suspect that's going to try to get to that high again today. But it did fail by a penny. We got to a price point of $24.59. It had a close of $24.55. Needed more than 94 million shares. You did 57 million shares. And we have one penny underneath it. Goldman, we take a look at Goldman Sachs. That was the leader out here today. Goldman also didn't make it. It failed on price and volume. Close call, though, at Goldman, because you had to, it needed 3.6 million shares. It only came in with 2.7. You needed the price to hold at 226.94, 226.13. Just couldn't hold. I believe J.P. Morgan did make it, though. Let's go take a look at J.P. Morgan. It did make it. So J.P. Morgan took out a swing. That swing being 87.85. And in J.P. Morgan's case, so here's some divergence. I can make the case that actually J.P. Morgan might be a small ABC up. That's going to be 81.63 to 87. So you get approximately 6 points, which gets you 91. Well, this is going to be interesting watching because that looks like J.P. Morgan. You get a confirmed ABC up to 91. Let's go Bank of America, see what they're doing. Bank of America didn't make it. Citigroup is weak. That didn't make it. Berkshire Hathaway, which is the number one weighting structure inside the XLF, got close but didn't make it. 171, yeah, didn't make it. Let's go Wells Fargo, WFC. Wells Fargo is one of the weakest ones. That didn't make it either. But that's going to be interesting watching that thing shake out because J.P. Morgan, one out of all of them. We'll see where it shakes out. We go into the XLE now, the energy sector. Out here today. So let's take a look at these commodities. So out here today, we had natural gas that was down 4.7%. This broke out as bottom, the bottom being 291. You're at 291. We're coming in here with 97,000 contracts. That's big contract volume. NG1, this is going to get intriguing, this whole energy area as to how this is going to shake out coming into the summer. So, well, it looks like 282 is game here. 282 is the highs of the lows that were generated in February. We actually got down to 252 in this contract. So bottom line is that you can get lower prices coming at you there. If we go into the gasoline market, gasoline was down 0.3%. Unleaded gas right now. Now, unleaded gas led down, folks. Unleaded gas had already broken out the lows of the consolidation that the gasoline market was in, and that broke it with conviction last Wednesday. That's when unleaded gas went from 149 to 142. If we take a look at this, XB on a continuous contract, this has game, it's intense, man. This has game down to 135 to 126. That's your next leg. Right now it's in no man's land. And what happens in no man's land, folks, is that most of the time you just get out of the next floor. See, the top of the consolidation that broke was 147. You're at 145 right now. We hit 141 last week. So this 135 is game first. 135 is the highs of the lows, of the swings, the lowest swings. 126 is the low. Bottom line, the Fed's going to be hard pressed to, get inflation getting up to that 2% level, with the aspect that you have both the energy market basically in a deflationary mode, and then of course you have the food market, meaning the grocery market, excluding meats, also in a deflationary mood. Now, what does happen inside the CPI is they both exclude both of those, where they need. So the Federal Reserve, in order to keep raising short-term rates, the only thing that hasn't come their way yet is they're looking for 2% inflation, and that CPI number excludes food and excludes energy. Where they're going to be looking for that gain is in wages. And it's real possible that that number is going to be there. Because what ends up happening is that as soon as you do get to a place where there's full employment, which we're pretty close to that, what ends up happening next is that bottom line, in order to basically have folks either leave jobs or stay at jobs, most of the times what you're going to see is that you'll start getting some wage inflation. We certainly haven't got it yet, because what you do have happening is the amount of jobs that technology is taking away very quickly from a lot of sectors that folks didn't think that would happen. And I suspect it looks like the next one, and this would be a pretty heavy one because you got to figure out how they're going to do this. The next one, there was an article this morning. So Amazon is all about bringing prices down quickly, giving a customer experience quickly, efficiently, and getting them out the door, right? Well, bottom line is that in Seattle, they have Amazon Go. And Amazon Go, folks, has no cashiers, flat out. And inside the retail business, there's hundreds and hundreds of thousands of cashiers. So I start thinking about, when they first came out with self-service gas stations, that seemed weird. But guess what? When's the last time you saw someone filling up your gas? We're going to be right back.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how EverBank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? EverBank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? EverBank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. EverBank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. EverBank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
TFNN has put together the finest live programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 9 hours a day starting at 8 a.m. as John Logan kicks us off each trading day with the Global Market Pulse. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Mondays and Fridays, catch live trading on the Nadex platform with host Tom and Tommy O'Brien, along with Daryl Martin on the Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN, educating investors. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials finished up 144. You had the Nasdaq up 87. S&P's up 16.5. And as you come over to our website at TFNN, folks, you're going to see right on the top of the carousel an evening with our man, Mr. Larry Pesavento. This is going to be a workshop that Larry is doing a week from this coming Wednesday. It's going to be for his subscribers, but you can be a subscriber right here, right now. You can test drive his newsletter for a month. It's going to be pretty cool because there's not many people that can do a workshop like this. What this is going to be is an autobiography of the last 55 years of his trading experience. Quite a feat, no doubt about that. It's going to be a 2-hour workshop. Larry has just did this in Europe. It's going to be June 28th, 6 to 8 o'clock at night. You can come over to our website at TFNN. Larry's newsletter went out this morning. You can get the newsletter right here, right now. Test drive it for a full month. Come into the workshop. Comes with 30-day money-back guarantee. You have nothing to lose, folks. So check it out on the front page of TFNN. And as we go through it, Larry's going to start in the 1960s. Bottom line, talk about trading in the 60s, coming on to the 70s, coming on to the 80s, coming on to the 90s, and it's hard to believe we're in 2017, but bottom line, that's where we are. So check it out on the front page of TFNN. I'm sure it's going to be, Larry always does great workshops. In this particular case, 55 years. That's pretty intense. There's no two ways about that. We get over and we take a look at the market out here. Bottom line is that the only part of the market that really is still getting hit a little, and that's all because of Amazon, it seems to be, is the Walmarts of the world, the Targets of the world. Walmart was down, Walmart was up 26 cents, but it couldn't catch a bid. That's after gapping down $5 on Friday. Target, same type of setup inside Target. Target was down an additional 90 cents. That's at 51.71. And this little baby, for a great store, is in tough shape. You're hammering into lows of $45, and what is going to be really kind of shocking here, let's bring this back a bit. What you're going to see is that, in Target's space, okay, you had got over the highs of 2007. The high of 2007 was $70. You got all the way up to 85 last July. Actually, no, July of 2015. They've been coming down since then. The amazing part, though, is that this is actually getting into the highs of the lows, of the high volume lows of 2008. And that's where it looks like it wants to go. So, Target's going down there. We're going to basically see, let's go see where Costco is. Because that correlation, because the margin in that business, Costco's been on a run. Costco's fine. Yeah, Costco is at 164. So Costco, Costco doesn't look to me like it's going to get hit in an extraordinary way. We'll find out. But bottom line is that Amazon's eating everyone else's bread and butter here. We get over it and we take a look at the Macy's of the world, which is a different number, but still a mall number. Macy's is in big trouble. Macy's we're at $22 right now. Looks like it wants to run down to 17. 17 would be the highs of the lows of 2008. The low is actually $5. It would have to break into the 1782 first. We go over to the high flyers now. We go up to NVIDIA. So what you had out here is that the semiconductors got more life into them. NVIDIA, which started the downdraft, folks, on a week ago Friday. That's when NVIDIA hit an all-time high of 168. It goes from 168 to 142 nonstop. That started the downdraft. Apple went right after it, and then forget it. The tech wreck came on, and it came on fast and furious. Now, that being said, NVIDIA is up $5.70 today, and it's into the bar. So it's like, okay, now you're going to basically run for the 160, or you're going to run for the whole 168.50. We'll find out. Apple, we take a look at Apple. Apple's going to need juice going into the 147.50 area. We'll see whether it gets the same volume as today. Apple couldn't get any juice going last week. It did have a bid out here today. It went up $4, 32 million shares, which is good. Bottom line, it's not like how it came down, but that's still pretty good. That looks like Apple's going to go after 147.50, and not quite sure why that got that push, but it did. Facebook, we take a look at the Facebook. Facebook was up 223. Now, this is anemic. Facebook, I can see that it would test 153.60, but it doesn't have the juice right now. What will happen is that it will have the opportunity to get volume in it Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Google's up $16. It got to the 979.70. He closed at 975. That thing's going to go attack the highs again, 970, 970. The real question is going to be on Amazon. Amazon actually sold down today. It got to a new high, got to 1,017, sold off to 989, and then closed out at 995. That being said, you're still hanging at these highs here. But this is going to be intriguing because by the end of the week, what you really want to see is that, can it hold this 1,016? It looks like already, though, what you're going to have is this, is that the last high, we had 19.3 million on the weekly. Well, we did 5 million today. So that sets up that you very well can be pushing the highs once again, and you'll be pushing those highs with volume. So we'll see exactly what Amazon is, whether another person's going to come in the middle of the Whole Foods deal. Let's go over to WFM. And so that's closed. So Whole Foods is trading $1.22 above the buy price. Bottom line, we'll see whether, and by the way, that's a cash buy price. So the speculation that maybe another food firm comes in as a defensive posture against Amazon. That's about it. Because now they definitely, they close that deal out. They definitely have stores in order to test all their concepts in a much higher way. But what they've also bought here, and this is where their data comes in, I suspect, is that what you have is that you picture, where all the Whole Foods stores are. Then they match up their own zip codes for all the prime users of Amazon. They see how many customers are right next to them, and guess what? You got a field day happening. I mean, that's how that whole thing can shake out, and they can shake out very quickly. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow Industrials finished up 144. NASDAQ up 87. S&P's up 17. We're going to be right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Dow finished up 144. You had the Nasdaq up 82. S&P's up 17.5. Let's go to Wayne in Dallas, Texas. Hey, Wayne, what's going on?
Hey, hanging in there.
Well, thanks for calling. Thanks for holding. Appreciate it.
I was asking about Hertz. I wanted to, I started buying at 15 and then bought some more at 10. I was selling options, and then I averaged down on the options.
Okay, so let's take a look. So you get Hertz Global Holdings. That's Hertz Rent-A-Car. The low is 865. The high is 53. So when you say, were you selling puts?
No, I was selling covered calls, and then it kept going down, so I'd average down.
Okay.
Buying back and.
Okay, so this is not good here, man. So if he's selling covered calls, what happens is this, folks. So are you in at 15 with the stock?
Yeah, 1,000 at about 15, 1,000 at about 10.
Okay, so that's 12.5. Okay.
And I sold the 15 options, and I bought them back for a good profit.
Sure.
12.5, and then.
Okay, so let's figure you're in a 12.5, right? Is that reasonable?
Yeah.
Okay. So what happens is this when he's selling covered calls, folks. It's great when the stock goes sideways or basically goes up slightly. It's terrible when it goes down, because right now what happens is that he was at 15. He went back in at, he went back in at 10? Yeah, at 10. So that means he averaged out at 12.5, right? So bottom line, that's a big number. I'd be really careful here, man, because this looks to me, let me pull this back.
Well, supposedly they have a lot of problems, and they're trying to fix them. New management taking over and all that.
Yeah, that being said, technically this is an ABC down. Let me see what that price projection is. So your A point on this is $79, which was the high of November of 2015. Your B is 27. Oh, my God. $79. That's not good. So you're talking $52. That's not good, man. You gotta work your way out of this, man. This thing is saying that it wants to go all the way back to $6 and, could go lower. That's what this is saying. It's already done 100%. It's almost done 100% retracement. It started out in 2008, the lows of $6.16, and went to 125, and it's already hit that number. Well, it's hit. Go ahead.
Well, yeah. So you think still pressure down?
Yes.
To about 6 or something?
Well, 6 is its low. You break 6. The way this ABC structure is set up, it says that it can actually go BK. The A to B equals C to D brings it into the zero level. You know, now I know that can sound like, okay, how the heck can Hertz go BK? But guess what? Let's look at this. So,
Well, now I checked the bonds, and the bonds hadn't come down that much.
okay, which is good because the bond market, you know, normally would be a bigger heads up than the equity market. So, revenue-wise, what you've had is this. If we go back 5 years, they used to take in 10.8 billion, 8.7 this year. That's what they're looking for. Loss calculation, though, is pretty intense because they lost $2.69 in the first quarter. That's a big number, man. Holy cow. Hey, you got to be careful, man. I mean, you don't know. I don't know fundamentally whether this is Uber that's eating their lunch. It very well could be, though, because what ends up happening is that I use Hertz all the time. I can tell you that, right? I've used it forever because I'm that gold and all that, and I'm going back 30 years. But guess what? When I get to airports now, I'm Ubering too. It's like Uber's so inexpensive, and they're almost at every airport now. It's pretty intense, man.
Well, see, they're saying they don't get good value for the used cars. There's too many.
I see. That's where they use. That's where they're losing it. Well, that's a big problem, you know, because they have so many cars, right?
Yeah, they're saying and all that. Okay, thanks.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. You know what you do have, folks, is that these disruptive businesses, Uber, you know, let's just talk Ubers for a second. They're changing a lot of businesses. You know, now I don't know whether they're changing the rental car market. They have changed it for myself personally, because what ends up happening is that if you're going into, like, let's picture if I'm going into Boston, Chicago, any of these places, doing business for a day or two, I don't get a car anymore. It's not even close, okay? The reason is that I don't have to pay for parking. Uber takes 2 seconds. It's great not having a car, just in and out, right? And it's less expensive, okay? So that in itself, I don't travel that much, so it's not a huge amount of money, but it absolutely is a customer that they don't have anymore that they used to have all the time, whether you're going for a day or 2 days. It just doesn't happen anymore. That is an aspect of where Uber very well could be hurting a car company like that. Now watch the other side of Uber. The other side of Uber is that if you go to McDonald's, MCD, what you're going to see, McDonald's almost at an all-time high, because what has happened there is now Uber Eats. Bottom line, McDonald's tried it out on 1,000 stores. It was highly successful. They decided that, hey, guess what? We're going to put it in another 2,000 stores. Bottom line is that what you're going to see, now the mind blower here goes like this, is that you'd think that, you know, people go to McDonald's because it's inexpensive, right? Well, what has happened on top of that is that Uber is not that expensive, but what is happening is that I've seen some of these bills, and kids can pay, like, say, bottom line, $20 at McDonald's, 3 or 4, let's say 3 people, $20. The delivery's another $6. Bottom line, they're doing it, and it's making a difference. And I suspect, it looks to me that what we're going to have here is that it's just not going to be McDonald's. If you remember something, that the way that Domino's Pizza made all the money at the very beginning, the whole streak, is that Monahan, who owned it, when he did a couple interviews, his take is that he wasn't in the pizza business, he was in the delivery business. I remember that interview, and I'm saying to myself, that is amazing. So I was thinking about that in the context of Uber and what business they're in. They're in the delivery business. What business is Amazon in? They're in the delivery business. It looks like the delivery business, folks, is the business that is going to disrupt many companies. That's what it comes down to. Let your fingers do the walking, right? Bing, bing, bing. Fingers do the walking. Shows up at the door. You're not paying for gas. You're not lugging bundles around. You're getting your garage organized. You're getting your refrigerator organized. You're getting your house organized. And guess what? You're doing that at a less expensive price. So what also ends up happening, instead of us, if we just go to back to the supermarket again, instead of loading everything up when it's on sale, you load it up when it's on sale, you take it, you get your rest of the stuff to fill in, and guess what? Prices are coming down. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow finished up 144, NASDAQ up 87, S&P's up 17. We're going to be right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. With over $56 million in cash and over $66 million in working capital, Great Panther Silver is positioned as a company with a solid foundation and poised for growth. While completely unhedged to the price of silver, Great Panther retains 100% ownership in 2 producing mines in Mexico, which is the top silver-producing country in the world, along with future potential production in Peru. Great Panther is highly leveraged to the price of silver, and after a great year of performance in 2016, Great Panther Silver has a strong outlook for 2017 as well. With good liquidity in trading and strong fundamentals on the balance sheet, while remaining completely unhedged to the price of gold and silver, now is a perfect time to take a closer look at this equity. If you'd like to find out more about Great Panther Silver, then go to greatpanther.com or check them out on the NYSE market, symbol GPL, or the TSX, symbol GPR.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. And if we do go overseas, what you're going to see out here today, the DAX in Germany closed at an all-time high. That's kind of intriguing because this likes to trade like the NASDAQ composite. You closed up here at 12,888, and I believe that's an all-time high. There it is. It's an all-time high. So we'll see where this shakes out tomorrow morning. The FTSE in the UK, FTSE is traded up $60 today. You're at 57.23. It's right next to its all-time high. That little baby right now. In fact, it got over it today. So 75.86. Last week it went to 75.98. We go overseas. Let's go take a look at the Nikkei in Japan, and that's going to be all about, of course, the yen. And if you're in the metals market, you want to be cognizant of what this yen's doing. So first off, the Nikkei went up $124 last night. It's testing its high high swing area of 20,239. It looks to me like, so the Nikkei went up on light volume, but bottom line, just as our S&P today, this wants to test the high of 20,239. So you get about 150 points left for that test. We go take a look at the yen. It doesn't look like the yen's going to give us any help tonight inside the metals market because the yen is trading. It was trading up 64 ticks today, 111.52, and this looks like it's going to go after 112.13, which will, if we go back to the gold market, that more than likely is going to go have a test in the gold market down to the strength at 12.40. That's only $4, $4.50 down. We did 174,000 contracts out here. We go take a look at the silver market. Silver is set up a little bit differently. Silver was down 1.2% today. Gold was down 0.9%. Silver, I believe, got under its strength. So we did volume out here today in silver of 22,000 contracts. You got to 1651, unreal. Okay, so it's right at 1651. Okay, so silver came down to its strength. Bottom line, though, you're laying right at it. So that looks like silver wants to go test the 1636 again. That's going to be pretty intense. Let's go look at the SLV. So the SLV is the iShares Silver Trust. That came back, and that came back with 7.4 million going to 9.2. Still pretty heavy, though. We'll see whether that can hold. Silver has a chance of holding kind of right where we are, and the reason is that before we made the last low, which was established in May 9th, on May 4th, that's where you had the volume come out of silver and gold, as well as May 1st. Going to be a big number out here. Let's go take a look at Barrick Gold. Barrick is still the largest weighting structure inside the GDX. That held out here today, but Barrick got to get back inside 1605. You're at 1570. Newmont, that held. That also has to get back inside 3350. We're at 3288. The metal's got some work to do here, folks. Always remember, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it like a nice big motion picture. Step into it, take ownership of it, and fly with it. Everything you need is right inside you, folks. Go have a good time with it. Thanks for being here. Look forward to speaking right back here tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock. Go get them, folks.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.